In this video, we'll get Wifite working to capture a WPA2 four-way handshake. Once you capture the four-way handshake, you can then use a tool like Hashcat to break the handshake to reveal the passphrase used to access that wireless network. In a previous video, we got the ALFA AWS036 ACH adapter to work with Kali Linux 2019.3. That's this adapter. It is working in Kali 2019.3, running in VirtualBox. Right now on the screen right here, we see WLAN 0, which is this adapter, but it is not in monitoring mode. You can tell that because the RX packets are 0. If this were in monitoring mode, we would constantly be seeing all the wireless networks and the packets received would be increasing. To do wireless hacking or wireless penetration testing, the NIC has to be able to be put in monitoring mode, and that's why this NIC is used right here, this alpha NIC. So I'm going to put it in monitoring mode first, and then we will get Wi-Fi set up properly, and then we'll capture some handshakes. So I'm going to do IP link set WLAN 0 down. So I'm going to put WLAN 0 down first. Then iwconfig WLAN 0 mode monitor. So I'm putting WLAN 0 in monitoring mode. IP link set WLAN 0 up. Now, if I do ifconfig, we should see the receive packets continually go up for WLAN 0. Up to 13 now, but before we didn't have any. The next step is to install pyrit. So I'm going to do apt install pyrit. Then after that, we're going to install the hcxdumptool, and then we will run Wifite. Wifite will scan looking for wireless networks. Then you are going to pause it or stop it from scanning, pick a network or several networks that you want it to grab the handshakes from. Now that pyrit is done installing, we will install hcxdumptool. So apt install hcx dump tool. When this is done installing, we will run Wifite, which is already installed with Kali. So just Wifite. Right now it's scanning for targets. It may take a while for them to appear, but any wireless networks you see, you can see from your antenna will start showing up here. You really need to find wireless networks that have a client on them. So on the second column here, you have the ESSID, which is right here. This is the access point. On the far right column, you have the number of clients connected to the access point. So what we're trying to do is, if we have a client, we're going to kick the client off of the access point and force it to re-authenticate. The client won't even notice this, but wirelessly, the four-way handshake for WPA2 will take place, and we're going to try to grab that handshake when the client re-authenticates to the access point. The more clients you have, the better, and the more power, like the ones here in green, the likely it is that you're going to succeed kicking the client off of the access point and actually grabbing the handshake. One other nuance with wireless hacking is you actually have to be close to the client in order to kick them off. So you have to be close to the client as well as the access point. So ideally, you're right in the middle. Looks like we found quite a bit here, so I'm going to go ahead and hit Control-C. So just hit this one time. Now we're going to select which SSIDs or which targets, based on the number on the far left, we want to grab the handshakes from. So I'm going to select one, which is Kona. I'm going to put a comma, select a couple other ones. I'll do Woodlands Condo, which is number 7. That has 2 clients connected to it, so I'll do that one as well. So what this is doing is we're kicking the client off of the wireless network, the client with this MAC address right here, EC2C, E2 on this Wi-Fi network called Kona. We're deauthorizing it, which will make it reauthorize itself or reauthenticate. And then when it reauthenticates, we're trying to grab the 4-way handshake. Once we grab that 4-way handshake, we can run that through a password cracking tool such as Hashcat to crack the passphrase. And this deauth process can take a while. It's not always consistent in my experience. If you have a lot of clients on a busy wireless network, it's easier. In this case, we have one client. So the one client we have is actually this iPad down here. It's connected to the access point. It looks like it grabbed the handshake for Kona. You see right here it saved it, this .cap file. So the next step, we're gonna convert that cap file to a different format, and then we'll try to crack it using Hashcat. And one of the things that's kind of interesting is the access point we're using here is my phone right here. I had the phone on the same side as my iPad, which is the client, and the antenna's on this side over here. So when I moved the phone to the other side of the antenna, so the antenna was between, the ALFA antenna was between the phone and the iPad, that's when I was able to capture the handshake. Doesn't seem like it should matter, but I just noticed that's when it actually captured the handshake. So now we're running through the next one. We said we would do 2. We told it to do Kona and Woodlands Condo. We'll let it run through Woodlands Condo here. There's quite a few clients on Woodlands Condo, so we have a better chance of deauthorizing one of those clients and capturing the handshake versus just a single client. So we have 4 we found so far. So we can deauth all those and try to grab the handshake with any of those clients reauthenticates. And that's okay. You may see this message here, failed to crack handshake. It just tried this probable list right here, the top 4,800 passwords, and our password for this access point or passphrase was not in that list. It looks like we discovered a new client here, and we captured the handshake for Woodlands Condo right there. So we captured 2 handshakes. They're both in .cap format. Handshake Kona, handshake Woodlands Condo. The next step is to convert those handshakes to a hcxapx format and then crack those using a tool like Hashcat. We'll cover that in the next video. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was useful. Please like the video and subscribe to our channel.